Okay, class, in this lecture we will learn that how we can separate real and imaginary parts of hyperbolic functions and circular functions. So these are some formulas which are very much required for this lecture, and we have already done this thing in last lecture. So according to this, sine iota x is iota sine hyperbolic x. Cos iota x is directly converted to hyperbolic function. Tan iota x is iota tan hyperbolic x. Cosecant iota x is minus iota cosecant hyperbolic x, or you can write this minus iota as 1 by iota. Similarly, secant iota x is equals to secant hyperbolic x, and cot iota x is equals to minus iota cot hyperbolic x. Now see class, this is like very much important, so I request to note down these formulas and then we'll start with the first question. So what is my first question? So first question is, separate real and imaginary parts of sine x plus iota y. So if I ask you what is the real and imaginary part of this thing, as such you cannot decide the real and imaginary part, because first of all we have to convert it to the form a plus iota b, where a and b both are real numbers, right? Then how we'll do this? So see, we already know the formula of sine a plus b, and what is that formula? So sine a plus b formula is sine a cos b plus cos a sin b, right? Now we'll apply this formula, fine, and here a is this x and iota y is your b. Just apply this formula and check what you are getting. So we are getting sine x cos iota y, okay, plus cos x sin iota y, right? Now see class, we have done one more formula, that is, what is sine iota x? In the previous slide we have discussed this thing. This is iota sine hyperbolic x. And what is cos iota x? This cos iota x. This is equals to cos hyperbolic x. Now just apply these formulas here. Okay. So cos iota y will be cos hyperbolic y. Sine iota y will be iota sine hyperbolic y. So this is equals to sin x cos hyperbolic y plus cos x iota sine hyperbolic y. Now take this iota here. So what you will get, sin x cos hyperbolic y plus iota cos x sine hyperbolic y, right? Now what is the real part of sin x plus iota y? This is equal to sin x plus iota y, yes. So what is the real part of this? This is the real part. Okay, this is the real part and this is the imaginary part. Fine. So similarly we can do for cos, right? So how to do with cos? So see class, so cos x plus iota y. Now what is the formula of this cos a plus b? Formula is cos a sine, sorry, here we have a, and cos b minus sin a sin b, right? And here what is your a? A is x, b is iota y. So you can just apply this formula, okay, and then you can use these two formulas and you will get the final answer which I'm going to write. But I want you to try this your own, okay? So I'm not going to solve it completely, but I'll tell you the final answer. So final answer of this will be, I'm writing it here, okay? So this will be cos x cos hyperbolic y minus iota sin x sin hyperbolic y. Okay, just apply this formula and after that apply these two formulas, you'll get this thing. Now next is tan. So tan x plus iota y. Okay, so can I write this thing as sin x plus iota y over cos x plus iota y? Obviously, because this is the formula. Now class, like we used to do the rationalization in the denominator. Same thing we'll do here. We need denominator without iota. I want this denominator without iota. And what is the reason? Because if you have a plus b over c, you can easily write it like a over c plus b by c. But if you have c over a plus b, you cannot write it like c over a plus c over b. Getting my point? So we don't want iota in denominator, because let's say if you have iota here, you cannot separate this like c over the a and iota c over iota b. No. But if you have a plus iota b over c, then you can separate a over c plus iota b by c. This will be real part, this will be imaginary part. So just keep this thing in your mind. Okay, accordingly we'll operate some formulas, and let me tell you what are the formulas. So we have already done these formulas in lower classes. So some trigonometric identities. These are some trigonometric identities. Okay. So according to the first identity, 2 sine A cos B is sine A plus B and sine A minus B. Okay. 2 cos A sine B is sine A plus B and minus sine A minus B. 2 cos A cos B is this. 2 sine A sine B is this. Now just observe these formulas. You can easily see that in last two cases, like in these two cases, we are having only cos, right? Fine. And in case of cos, we don't get iota. Like if you have cos iota x, that will be directly equal to cos x. Iota will not be there. Okay. So we'll try to convert our denominator into either in this form or in this form, because I want cos in denominator. Why? Because in cos we don't used to have iota. Okay. And I want my denominator to be free from the iota, as I told you earlier. Okay. So I want the denominator free from the iota. So either we'll convert this thing denominator into this form or in this form. So let's start. So first of all, we'll just multiply 2. Okay, multiply and divide with 2. So sine x plus iota y cos x plus iota y, right? Now see, what should I multiply? So by taking the rationalization, we will take the conjugate of this thing, but along with this, you must take care of that which formula we should apply. Now see, we have cos this. Now, because we already have cos, so we'll apply cos b, and this b will take as x minus iota y. Means we'll multiply and divide with cos x minus iota y and cos x minus iota y. Okay, we have taken the conjugate of this thing. Along with that, we have taken cos. Why? Because I want this formula. Obviously, you can't have sine A, sine B, because we already have cos. Okay. So in denominator, we have to convert the things either in this form or in this form. So for this form, we are not having any option because given is cos. So we are left with only this option. So I have converted the thing into this form. Okay. Now here we have 2 sine A cos B. 2 sine A cos B, this formula. This formula will apply in numerator and this formula will apply on denominator. And what is your A? So here A is x plus iota y and b is x minus iota y, right? Now apply the formula. So this will be 2, sorry, not 2. So apply this first formula, this one. So this is sine a plus b. A means x plus iota y, b means x minus iota y, okay? And plus sine a minus b means x plus iota y minus x minus iota y, okay? Over apply this formula now. So cos x plus iota y plus x minus iota y plus cos x plus iota y minus x of minus iota y. Okay. Now see, these two things will be cancelled. Here these x will be cancelled. Here again this will be cancelled, and here x will be cancelled. So what you will get? This will be equals to sine 2x plus sine iota 2y, okay, because iota y plus iota y will be this, and here cos x 2x plus cos iota 2y, right? Now what is the formula for cos and sine? So let me write it here. Cos iota x is iota, sorry, sine iota x is iota sine hyperbolic x, and cos iota x is cos hyperbolic x. Just apply this formula. So what you'll get? This will be equals to sine 2x as such plus iota sine hyperbolic iota sine hyperbolic 2y. So apply this formula. Okay, this one. And in denominator cos 2x as such, this cos 2x as such, and this thing will be turned to cos hyperbolic 2y. Now see, we are not getting iota in the denominator. This is the reason why I am converting the denominator in either in this way, this form, or in this form. Okay, because I want cos in denominator, because in case of cos you will not get iota. Alright, now can I write this thing as, let me erase this. So can I write this as sine 2x over cos 2x plus cos hyperbolic 2y plus iota. So sine hyperbolic 2y over cos 2x plus cos hyperbolic 2y, right? So what is the real part? So see class, this is the real part. Okay, this is the real part of what? Tan x plus iota y. Okay, this is the real part of tan x plus iota y, and this is the imaginary part of what? Tan x plus iota y, right? This is how you can just find the real and imaginary part of tan. Now let's do for the cot. Okay class, so next is cot x plus iota y. So can I write this thing as cos x plus iota y over sin x plus iota y? Yes. Now we have to convert the denominator in such a way that we should not have iota in denominator. So I have used some formulas in the previous slides. These are the formulas, right? So I have to convert the denominator either in this form or in this form. So see, we already having sine here, so we cannot convert it to this form. This is not possible. So we have to convert this to this form, the fourth one. Okay. So what should we do? First of all, multiply and divide with 2. Okay. X plus iota y, and here you'll get sine x plus iota y. Correct. Now here multiply and divide with what? Conjugate of this thing, but along with that we have to take one more thing, sine or cos. So this is already sine, so we have to take sine b. Okay, so this will be sine x minus iota y, sine x minus iota y. Now just apply these formulas. One is this one, and here we have 2 cos a cos b. What is a? X plus iota y, and what is b? X minus iota y. So apply this formula in numerator, okay, this formula in denominator, and you'll get the final answer. I'm going to write the final one. So this is again for your practice. Okay, so final answer will be, this will be sine 2x, okay, over cos hyperbolic 2y minus cos 2x, fine, and your imaginary part will be minus sine hyperbolic 2y over cos hyperbolic 2y minus cos 2x. Okay, so your imaginary part and real part will be like, what is the real part? So real part is this. Okay, solve this, and imaginary part is along this negative. This is your imaginary part. Fine, so just solve for cot. The next we'll do for secant. Okay, so how to separate real and imaginary part of this. Secant x plus iota y. So again, can I write this as 1 over cos x plus iota y, right? Now, again, we'll use the same formulas. So I need this form here because already cos is given, so you can't convert it to this. So what we'll do, first of all, just multiply and divide with 2, okay? Along with that, multiply with what? So I'm multiplying and dividing with cos x minus iota y and cos x minus iota y. Again apply to cos A cos B formula, this formula, okay? And in the numerator we'll apply cos A minus B. So what is the formula of cos A minus B? That is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, okay? And you know what is A and what is B. For this formula, this is A, this is B, okay? For this formula, this is A, this is B, okay? So just apply this. So 2 remain same, so this will be cos x cos iota y, fine, and plus sin x sin iota y, fine. And in the denominator, what you will get? 2 cos A, so this will be cos A plus B, okay? Cos A plus B means x plus iota y plus x minus iota y plus cos A minus B, x plus iota y minus x minus iota y, fine. So this will be cancelled and here this will be cancelled. So what you will get? 2 cos x. Now see guys, this cos iota y will be cos hyperbolic y, okay? And sin iota x will be sin iota y will be iota sin hyperbolic y, okay? I hope these formulas are now clear. So just apply these formulas. So what you'll get, this will be sin, sorry, not sin, it's cos hyperbolic y, okay? And plus as such sin x as such, and this thing will be sin hyperbolic y along with this iota, okay? And in denominator, what you will get, here we'll have 2 also because we are multiplying this 2 with both the terms, and here you'll get cos 2x plus cos iota 2y, okay? And now see, can I write this thing as this this thing 2 cos x cos hyperbolic y over, see, this iota become this iota will be hyperbolic now, like I have, you know, not converted it, so this will be cos 2x plus cos hyperbolic y plus iota, this iota 2 sin x sin hyperbolic, here I am not having much space, sin hyperbolic y over the same thing, okay? Same thing, this complete thing. So cos 2x plus cos hyperbolic 2y, okay? So what is the real part? This is the real part, okay? What is the imaginary part? This thing is the imaginary part, fine. Let me write it here again. The final answer I am going to write here. The final answer was 2 cos x cos hyperbolic y over cos 2x plus cos hyperbolic y plus iota 2 sin x sin hyperbolic y over cos 2x plus cos hyperbolic 2y. Here we have 2, okay? Here, fine. This is the answer of secant. Similarly, you can solve for the cosecant. So let me tell you how to solve for cosecant. So I'll just give you the hint and I want you to try that one, okay? So let me erase this first. Okay, so secant, we are already done with secant. So now if you have this cosecant x plus iota y, how we'll separate the real and imaginary part? So this will be 1 by sine x plus iota y. Now because we have sine x plus iota y, so you can convert it into this form, 2 sine a sine b. So what we'll do, 2 over 2 sine x plus iota y, and then multiply and divide with sine x minus iota y. Okay. Here apply sine a minus b formula. I hope you know the formula. So sine a minus b formula, that is sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, right? And here in denominator apply this formula, this one. Okay. And after applying the hyperbolic and circular function relationship, like sine iota x is iota sine hyperbolic x and cos iota x is cos hyperbolic x, you will get the final answer as 2 sine x cos y, cos hyperbolic y, okay, over you will get cos hyperbolic 2y minus cos 2x, and imaginary part will be minus 2 cos x sine hyperbolic y over cos hyperbolic 2y minus cos 2x. Okay, so this is what you will get after doing this. Fine. So now next is class, this is your real part, this is real part, and this is imaginary part. Fine. Of cos x plus iota y. And with this we are done with all the circular functions. Now we are moving to hyperbolic. Now next is how we can separate the real and imaginary part of hyperbolic functions, right? So see class, like here we have done some formulas like sine iota x was iota sine hyperbolic x. From here you can see what is your this hyperbolic x. Sine hyperbolic x will be 1 by iota sine iota x, means whatever you are putting here, whatever you are taking here, you need to multiply this thing with iota, and along with that you have to multiply with 1 by iota, right? So this is something we are going to use in further questions. Similarly, cos of iota x is cos hyperbolic x. This implies you can directly convert this thing cos hyperbolic to sine, circular function, by just multiplying the number with iota, right? Similarly for tan, so this was iota tan hyperbolic x, so that means tan hyperbolic x is what? This is 1 by iota tan iota x. Okay. Similarly, if I talk about cot, okay, this is cot minus cot hyperbolic x, so that this implies cot hyperbolic x is minus 1 by iota cot iota x. And similarly we have the other entries also. So this is secant iota x, and last one is cosecant iota x was 1 by iota, like minus iota, cosecant iota x. So from here cosecant cosecant hyperbolic x. So from this cosecant hyperbolic x will be equals to minus 1 by iota cosecant iota x. Okay, now we'll use these things. Okay class, so the very first question of hyperbolic is cos hyperbolic x plus iota y. So we need to separate real and imaginary part of cos hyperbolic x plus iota y. Now see, this is not easy to memorize all the formula, right? So what we'll do, we'll just convert this to simple cos. Okay, so see, what is the relationship between cos, simple circular function, and hyperbolic? This is equals to cos hyperbolic theta, right? So means if you have hyperbolic function and if you want to convert it to simple cos, what should you do? So whatever you have inside here, just multiply that with iota, right? Same thing I'm going to do here. So what we'll do, we'll just write it like this. This is equals to cos, okay, and now I need iota like this. And what is your theta? Here theta is this, okay. So place this value. This will be x plus iota y, right? Now this will be converted to cos iota x minus iota square y. What is iota square? Iota square is negative. So this will be equals to cos iota x minus y, right? Now apply formula. Which formula? Cos A minus B formula. What is that formula? So I'm writing formulas here, okay. Formula is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Here A is what? A is iota x. B is what? B is y, right? So apply this formula. So what you'll get? Cos iota x cos y, right? And here we'll get plus sin iota x sin y. Now see, what is cos iota x? We have already done this thing now. This will be cos hyperbolic x, right? And cos y will be as such. Plus now this thing will be sin hyperbolic x along with iota. And what is this? This is sin y. So what is the real part of this? What is the real part of cos hyperbolic x plus iota y? This is the real part. Okay. And what is the imaginary part? This is the imaginary part. Okay, Ji. This is the imaginary part. So similarly we can do for the sine. Okay. Like for sine, what is the formula? So if you have sine hyperbolic x plus iota y, you already know that sine iota theta is iota sine hyperbolic theta. So if I take this iota here, so this is 1 by iota sine iota theta equals to sine hyperbolic theta. And 1 by iota is minus iota, right? Means that if you want to convert hyperbolic function to simple circular function, what you need to do? Whatever you have inside, multiply this with iota. Along with that, multiply sine function with minus iota. So this is what we will do for sine function, right? So the next question is this sine function, right? So if I ask you what is sine x plus iota hyperbolic, sorry, iota y. So first of all, we'll write in this form. Okay, so this will be minus iota sine iota x plus iota y. So this will be, take this iota inside, what you'll get? Minus iota sine iota x minus y square, because minus this iota square will give you negative. Now apply sine, not y square, it's y actually, sorry. So because of this iota square you'll get this thing. Now this is equals to minus iota and apply sine A minus B. What is the formula? What is the formula for sine A minus B? In formula I'm going to write here. So sine A minus B is sine A cos B minus cos A sine B, right? Apply this formula. So what you'll get? You'll get sine iota x, right? And cos y minus cos iota x sin y. Okay, now apply what is sine iota x minus sine iota, this iota as such, sine iota x sine hyperbolic x along with iota, and cos y as such minus, now this is cos hyperbolic x along with sine y. Okay, now take this minus iota inside, what you'll get? So you'll get sine hyperbolic x cos y. Why so? Because this minus iota and this iota will be minus iota square. Okay, that will be positive. Minus iota and this minus 1. What will you get? Positive iota. Cos hyperbolic x and sine y. Right? So this thing is what? This thing is real part and this thing is imaginary part. Okay, ji. So this is how you can separate real and imaginary part of cos hyperbolic and sine hyperbolic. Okay class, so now we are going to discuss cot hyperbolic x plus iota y, that how we can separate real and imaginary part of this. So we have done cot iota theta is equals to minus iota cot hyperbolic theta. This is what we have already done. So if I take this minus iota this side, so what you'll get? This is cot hyperbolic theta, right? So minus 1 by iota is equals to what? This is equals to iota, right? This is equals to iota, right? So this is cot hyperbolic theta, right? Now see, means whatever you have put inside the hyperbolic function, just multiply this with iota along with this iota, right? So we'll do this here. So this will be equals to iota, okay? Simple cot means circular function, iota into x plus iota y. Okay, so I have applied this thing. Now let me erase this. Now just multiply the iota inside this x plus iota y. So what you'll get? So see, this will be equals to iota as such, cot as such. Take this iota inside, so iota x minus, here you'll get minus iota square, so that will give you minus y. Now what is this? What is this cot? Cot is equals to cos iota x minus y over sine iota x minus y, right? Now, I hope you remember the formulas which we have used in the circular function. So these are the formulas. So now we'll proceed with the same, steps. We'll do the same things. So here we have sine, okay? So either we have to convert the denominator in this form or in this form, okay? So because there already we have sine, so we cannot convert it to this form, okay? So we'll convert it to this fourth one form, okay? So we'll convert it to fourth form, right? So what should I do? So I'll just multiply and I'll divide. So I'll just multiply and divide with 2 first, okay? Right? And along with that, what should I do? So along with this, we have to multiply this with sine function. Okay, let me write it here. So this will be iota as such 2 cos iota x minus y. Okay, 2 sine iota x minus y. Now just take with the opposite sign. Okay, so you can take here sine iota x plus y, sine iota x plus y. Okay, or you can do one more thing. Instead of iota x plus y, you can take minus iota x minus y. Means you have to change the sign of one of the term, either iota x or y. That will also work. Okay, so now apply. See, in numerator, what we are having? We are having this formula 2 cos a sin b, right? In denominator we are having this formula. So apply this in numerator and this in denominator. So what you'll get? So this will be equals to iota as such. So now this formula is, this is a, this is b. Just apply this. So this will be sine a plus b, okay, minus sine a minus b. Fine. And here in denominator, what you will get? Apply this formula. So cos a minus b, okay, and minus cos a plus b. Now let's check what we can cancel out. So here this y will be cancelled, okay. Here this iota x will be cancelled. Here this iota x will be cancelled, and here this y will be cancelled. Okay, so what you'll have? Let me erase this first and then we'll solve it. So see, so you will get iota as such, and here iota x and iota x, sine 2 iota x, right? Here minus y, so you'll get minus sine minus 2y. And in denominator, what you will get? Minus y, so cos minus 2y, and minus iota x, cos iota 2 iota x. Okay, this is what we'll get. Now next, so I hope you know this, that sine of minus of theta is equal to minus sine theta, and cos of minus of theta is cos of theta, right? So just apply this thing here. So what you will get? So this will be equals to iota sine. Okay, one more thing. What is sine 2 iota x? This will be iota, change it to hyperbolic 2x, and this negative will be come out by using this formula. So minus minus plus sine 2y, and in denominator here you'll get cos 2y, because negative will not affect this cos, and here change it to hyperbolic. So this will be minus cos hyperbolic 2x, right? Now take this iota inside. So what you will get? Take the iota inside and then check what will you get. So if I take the iota inside, so this will be iota square, this will be iota square, so this will be negative, minus sine hyperbolic 2x. And take this iota now with this term, so what you'll get? So you'll get plus iota sine 2y, and in denominator you'll get the same thing, right? Now if I ask you what is the real part, so just separate this. So this is equals to minus sine hyperbolic 2x over cos 2y minus cos hyperbolic 2x, okay, and plus iota sine 2y over cos 2y minus cos hyperbolic 2x, right? So what is the real part? So this is the real part, this one the real part, and this is the imaginary part. Okay, so this is the imaginary part and this is the real part. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now let's do the next one, that is tan, but I am not going to use solve it properly. So I'll give you the hint. So tan hyperbolic x plus iota y. So how we'll solve it? So like we have already done that, tan of iota theta is iota tan hyperbolic theta, right? So if you take this on other side, what you'll get? So tan, like this is iota theta as such, 1 by iota tan hyperbolic theta, right? So from here, this tan hyperbolic theta will be equals to minus iota tan iota theta. So same thing you need to apply here. So first step is to convert this thing to simple tan. Okay. Why we used to do this thing? Because this is really difficult to memorize all the formulas. So apply this. So this will be iota minus, apply this here, theta is x plus iota y, so tan iota x plus iota y. Okay. So this is further equals to, now take this iota, let me erase this now. So now just multiply the iota inside with x plus iota y. Okay. Fine. This is minus iota tan iota x minus y square. Okay. Now not y square, sorry, it's iota square. So because of iota square, this iota into iota, we get negative. Now turn this to this form. So this is sine iota x minus y over cos iota x minus y, right? Now again apply the same formulas which I have already discussed. So these are the formulas, right? So because we have cos, so like I told you, in denominator we need either this form or this form. So because we have cos, we cannot convert it to this. So obviously we are left with only one option, and that is this one. So what we need to do, just multiply and divide with what? Multiply and divide with cos iota x plus y, cos iota x plus y, and here multiply and divide with 2. Okay, so in numerator you have to apply which formula? 2 sine A cos B, this one. Apply this in numerator. Okay, and for denominator use this thing, this formula, 2 cos A cos B. Apply this for the denominator. Okay, and then you'll get the same thing and you'll get final answer. So I'm going to write the final answer. Okay, so you can do it yourself. I want you to do this. Okay, so final answer is sine hyperbolic 2x, okay, over cos hyperbolic 2x plus cos 2y plus iota sine 2y over same thing, cos hyperbolic 2x plus cos 2y. Okay, just try this, you'll get this thing fine after applying the formulas. Okay, so next is cosecant hyperbolic x plus iota y. Okay, so I hope now this is clear. So that how we are converting the hyperbolic function to circular one. So here I am writing directly that this will be iota cosecant, okay, circular function cosecant x plus iota y into iota, right? Now just multiply this, what you'll get? Multiply this iota with this. So what you'll get? Iota as such, this will be cosecant iota x minus y, because of this iota into iota square, that will give you minus y. Now see, can I write this cosecant as 1 by sine iota x minus y, right? Now after this we'll just, because we have sine iota x minus y, so we'll apply the same formulas which we are using for tan and cot. Okay, so these are the formulas, right? So here see, we have sine in the denominator, so we'll change it to this form because we are left with only this option. As I told you, we have to convert the denominator either in this formula or in this form. Okay, so because we already have sine, so we'll take this option. Okay, so what we need to do, first of all, multiply and divide with 2. Okay, multiply and divide with 2. Okay, and along with this I'll multiply this thing with, multiply and divide this thing with sine iota x plus y. Fine. Now here in numerator we need to apply sine a plus b formula, and here in denominator we'll apply this fourth formula, this formula. Okay, so what you'll get? So iota as such, 2 as such, so sine a plus b, sine a cos b, cos b means b is y, a is this, okay, and plus cos a means cos iota x sine y, right? Now in denominator apply the fourth formula, so this will be equals to cos a minus b, a is this, b is this, okay, so cos iota x minus y minus iota x minus y, and here we'll get minus cos. Now see, add on these two things, okay, because we have a plus b, so cos iota x minus y plus iota x plus y. Okay, so now what will be cancelled, which term we can cancel? So this will be cancelled here, here you can cancel this y, okay, and what you will get? So 2 iota as such, here sine iota x will be sine hyperbolic x into iota cos y as such. Now similarly here cos iota x will be turned to simple cos hyperbolic x. We know the formula now. Sin y as such. And in denominator what you'll get? So in denominator this will be equals to cos of minus 2y. Okay, this minus y and this minus y will be added. And minus cos here iota x and iota x will be added. So 2 iota x. Fine. Now just multiply this 2 iota inside. So what you will get? So let me erase this first and then we'll do. Okay, so this is equals to, if I take this 2 iota inside, what you will get? So this will be 2 iota square sine hyperbolic x cos y plus 2 iota cos hyperbolic x sine y, right? Over, you'll get cos of, now cos of minus 2y will be same, okay, as cos of minus of theta become cos theta, and here you can turn it to hyperbolic. So this will be cos hyperbolic 2x, right? And now this iota square will be turned to negative, okay? So see what you'll get. So this is minus 2 sine hyperbolic x cos y, okay? Over I am writing this thing, cos 2y minus cos hyperbolic 2x. So I am just separating this. Take this iota here. So 2 cos hyperbolic x sine y over cos 2y minus cos hyperbolic 2x. Okay, so what is your real part? So this is your real part. Okay, and this is your imaginary part. Fine. This is the real part of what? Cosecant hyperbolic x plus iota y. Fine, and this is the imaginary part of this. I hope this is clear. Now let's do for secant, though I'm not going to solve it completely. So secant hyperbolic x plus iota y. So because for this secant iota x is directly equal to secant hyperbolic x, so that means we can directly convert it to simple secant. Just what we need to do, just multiply with the iota. So what you'll get? You'll get secant. Yes, take this iota inside, so this will be iota x minus y. Okay, so this is 1 by cos iota x minus y. Yes, now apply the same formulas. So because we already have cos, so turn this to this form. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just multiply and divide with 2. Okay, and here we'll write cos iota x plus y, multiply and divide with this. Fine. And here in numerator apply cos A plus B formula. Let me write it here so that you can use it. Just apply this. So cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay. Here A is iota x and B is y. And in denominator apply this fourth formula, this third formula. Okay. Third formula, not fourth. Third formula. Okay, and after applying the formula and after separating the things, what you will get, let me write it here. So your real part would be 2 cos hyperbolic x cos y over cos hyperbolic 2x plus cos 2y, right? And plus here you'll get iota, fine, and along with that you'll get minus 2 sine hyperbolic x sine y, right? And in denominator you'll get the same thing, cos hyperbolic 2x plus cos 2y, right? So this will be your real part and this will be your imaginary part. Okay, so I have skipped some steps from here, like you have to apply these two formulas. One is this, other is this, then only you'll get this thing. Okay, with this we are done with all the functions, right? So we have done circular functions, okay, then we have done hyperbolic functions by converting it to circular, okay, but we have the formulas for hyperbolic functions also. But the thing is, like we already have so many formulas which we used to learn, so better to convert it to the circular. Okay, better to convert the hyperbolic to circular functions. So these are some formulas which you have already done, and after this we have these formulas for hyperbolic. If you have not done it so far, like you must know this thing, but better to convert the hyperbolic to circular. Otherwise this is up to you, but these are the formulas which are applicable for hyperbolic. Like for circular function, cos square x plus sin square x is 1, but here we have negative. Okay, So this was all about this lecture. So in next lecture we'll do one question based on this circular and hyperbolic functions and their relationship. And with this, thank you very much, and I'll see you at the next class. Thank you.